it's about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
All right. See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world. Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight.
I'm Greg Renlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. First thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough? Can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have to go buy a new head every few games, so this head basically encompasses all three of those. The Face-Off Academy put Command X's heads and their prototypes through the grinder. They lasted throughout the entire grind. They flexed exactly how we wanted them to. So not only were they pliable, not only were they durable, but they were also used in a lot of different facets. So it came out with a pretty good rating. The UA Command X. Dive under, take over.
And greetings and welcome to the SLC Championship game presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. This is the Division I Championship between the Concordia Eagles and the Chapman Panthers. I am Matt Holman. I'll be joined by Jesse Foss, head coach at SDSU, Alex Siegel working the sidelines for us, and the TVX Sports Video crew providing the production services. We're looking forward to a great game. We'll be right back with the opening face-off. And we're ready for the opening face-off. Jesse, your thoughts on this game?
It's a great game. I mean, these teams matched up earlier in the SLC North, 10-9 win for Chapman. I think Concordia looked great on Friday night. Offense was firing, and I think Chapman kind of had a little bit of a rust from playing only a handful of games in April. So this is I think this is going to be a great game both ways. I think both teams are really well matched up.
I'd have to agree with you on that.
I think one of the interesting matchups will be Halibura, the face-off guy for Chapman, versus Roman Smith, the face-off guy for Concordia. Halibura actually did great against them in the first matchup. I think he won at least 3/4 of the face-off. So, and I know Roman Smith, they're both second team at all SLC guys this year. So both really fantastic face-off guys, and going to be battle all game.
So settle in here. This promises to be, I'll probably jinx it, but it promises to be a high-scoring match here. Game, excuse me.
I don't think there's any way it won't be a high-scoring game.
Well,
so you got a great look right off the bat right there. David Howard, number 21, from Wiley Bonham, number 8.
I actually had the pleasure of talking with both coaches momentarily, and reasonably so. They're both very excited. They're very antsy to go.
Good take by Dylan Gardner. So first matchup, Dylan Gardner was matched up against number 41, Hank Bass, who's a freshman. I think about halfway through that game, Coach Cooper decided to switch that matchup as Gardner was getting the better of the matchup, and it looks like they decided to go with a different matchup this game.
And that's the key, really, from Friday. for both Division I semifinals, you could hear the benches worried about the matchups. Yep. And we were commenting on the call. It was all about get off 20. We want you on 14, and vice versa. So it's kind of a game within a game. It always is this time of year. But the scouting job on both coaching staffs, we give credit to all the coaching staff this weekend. Really, do a really good job of matching up their personnel.
Nice save by the Concordia goalie. On a low shot. Here's Connor Reed coming down the ball. So here's Jonah Rinaldi. Had a game on Friday night. It's pretty unstoppable, so see how he matches up this game. Quarter running out of a 2-2-2 right here. I'd like to pop a guy off the back. Great job by Kyle Susan staying in front of him, though.
Yeah, he just sat on that inside hip of his.
So Kyle Susan is a freshman, long stick midi that in the first game against Concordia they brought down to play Rinaldi, and it looks like they're going to do that again this game. And I think he held him to 1 goal, 1 assist in their first matchup. So
that was that early March, kind of rainy, misty day up at Concordia.
Yep.
A 10-9 ball game. Excuse me.
Jack McKee on the ball, LCC alum, playing on his old home field. Oh. Nice pull pass. He's open for that shot.
And Coach, you had the pleasure of playing both teams.
It was not a pleasure.
I really wanted to say displeasure, but we'll keep it positive.
Yep. Learning experiences. You got to have them to learn and grow.
You have to. If you're not playing equal or better competition on paper, you're not going to grow as a player or a team.
Yeah, we have a young team, and I think, good take. Off the pipe.
He torqued his body to get to the inside pipe. That was incredible. I thought for sure he was going opposite side. He's twisted himself.
Got all of that.
Yeah. A goalie interference, free clear. You hear the instruction from the officials there. Great referee crew we have here today. As we did in the first game, and those of you just tuning in, if you missed it, in our first championship today, our Division II championship, Fullerton, Cal State Fullerton won its first title since what Coach thought was 2010 over San Marcos. Shot wide. So there you have Fullerton's on its way to Salt Lake City, and hopefully San Marcos and NAU will get that at-large bid, but we'll find out later tonight.
Absolutely, both teams were great. I was really impressed with San Marcos and some of the players they had out there. And I can see both teams doing some damage in the MCLAs.
Right.
Good check down the side. Nice handle, but good. Wow, nice shot.
I'm looking forward to this replay. Yeah, that was a nice handle, duck under.
Sean Goodell with the goal there. Looked like the Chapman guys, there was like 3 swarming him. I think they all thought the ball hit the floor, and he just kind of scored it out. Jackson Woodard with the feed. Yep.
Yeah. Overrun, and 2 thought he dropped the ball. So there you have it. Concordia strikes first.
Jackson Woodard's a freshman, put up 41 assists this year, so certainly one of their primary feeders, and worked himself from a first, second line midfield spot to now a starting attackman.
I have a strong feeling you're going to be saying so-and-so from Concordia is a freshman a lot today. They've got a lot of freshmen.
They do have a lot of freshmen.
And we can talk about the award winners for Division I too. There's a couple of freshmen on the all SLC teams, and obviously the all freshman team is loaded up with Concordia players. Yep. So.
I think freshman now from Concordia, you really got to take an eye out at Jackson Woodard, number 1. Number 41, Hank Bass, defenseman. And then number 40, Owen Spring, is a midfielder. 3 of their better freshman players out there. And Chapman's got quite a few as well. You have number 1, Kyle Souza, long stick midi defenseman. You have number 21, David Howard, who's an SLC player, second team midfielder as well, out of San Clemente High School.
And this great audio is brought to you by TVX Sports Video. That's what's nice about doing these games. We don't have to over-talk it because you can hear the audio at home. Get a real feel for the game and communication that it takes to play at this level.
This is an interesting matchup. You got 34, Sean Goodell scored the last goal, inverting on a short stick. It looks like it's going to be one of Chapman's.
13, yeah.
Looks like it's going to be one of Chapman's game plans. Is 34 runs mostly as a crease attackman, and I think they're going to look to short stick him a little bit here. He's number 40 on Spring, is a freshman out of Poway High School. Draws a double, kicks it down to Woodard.
That's a
push. Yeah. That's a push.
Probably the easiest call you're going to get all day there.
It's probably the only one I get right. Matt Parr in the last game was the other commentator, and he had it dead to rights every time the flag went down. He knew exactly what it was and how long it was for.
He studies his hand signals, Coach.
I have no idea what the refs are going to call. Probably because I don't know if they know what they're going to call sometimes. Is Dylan Gardner looking to go a little early offense? Oh, that's a hold. Or not.
Well, on Friday, they let both teams play. You know, both games. And I thought that was really well officiated, both those games, because, you know, you can't satisfy everyone. You definitely don't listen to the fans because they're yelling stuff that who knows what. But I think the coaching staffs were quite satisfied, because I talked to Coach Rapkin after the game, and he said not a word about the officiating. And he's always able to provide some insight.
Manny just not saying a word is impressive.
Yeah. No, I mean, they let him play. Yeah. They just let him play and play and play.
Well, even the D2 game earlier, there was a couple good hits, big hits that were clean, and flags didn't come out. So it was a good job by the reffing crew.
Well done this weekend.
think we benefited the SLCs and the MCLAs of really getting good quality refs at on our games.
Sure.
There's a flag. We're going to hold there.
That's head contact, so gotta call that.
Ball still alive.
Oh, there you go.
Number 25, Parker Core with the dodge and drew the penalty. Good hard dodge in midfielder.
It'll be a push call is my venture to guess. Even though I'm right, I'm just going to say I'm guessing. We'll listen in.
I'm thinking it holds.
Push, 30 seconds.
No, damn it.
Read, 1-0, push, 30 seconds. Coach Dallas, I hear you, but you don't have that one. Remember that.
That's great officiating right there. You're reporting the foul. And actually, the officials did ask me when we're on that mic, they said, what about when the coach is yelling at us? I said, don't worry, we'll pick it up. But that's handled properly. Coach, I hear you. You know, that's all you don't enter an argument with him. I hear you, Coach, and move on.
No coaches like the calls.
No.
Just get Chapman rotating in and out of a 1-4-1 to a 2-3-1, and their man up here. Good look inside. Nice check down by Concordia.
The Concordia faithful have brought their little
no call there.
Bugles or whatever you call those things. Good save.
Tough taking the man down.
Yeah, and the guy's draped all over you.
Yeah.
Looks like we're evened up now.
Easy clear for Chapman here.
I think both teams would actually probably prefer to give up that riding heavy and getting back to slow to stem that run and gun game, especially for Chapman to get back on Concordia, who wants to run all the time.
Yeah, Concordia runs a little more of a man-to-man ride. Chapman typically tries to concede the ride, run a deep zone. Unless they're playing San Diego State, and they like to jump into 10-man right away.
Hey now. A nice fact, and unfortunately, he fell ill last night. As the president of Harvest Small Business Finance, founding member, and president, Todd Masses, who we thank for supporting us this weekend, is a SDSU Aztec alum of lacrosse back in the 80s. Oh, he's in the crease big time. Yep.
Yeah, I've been impressed since taking over at San Diego State, just hearing the rich tradition and history of the program and all the guys that have come through.
Yeah, it's been around
41 years.
Yep. So. Long time, one of the first programs in the state.
There's Arnoldi going on Souza. A little early slide right there.
We are in a flag down situation. We have an offsides call pending if the goal is not scored. If the goal is scored, obviously the penalty is then wiped off.
So you got 21 Park Court going over here or 21 looking to double the ball here.
You're going to get a push call. Be careful.
Nope.
You better be careful. That second defender.
Yeah, no.
In that flag down situation, you can get another call. That's not good. So we're going to have, I'm guessing, a 30-second. We'll listen in.
Concordia parents are very into this game.
It's, I'm standing up and I'm looking over. It's like 50-50. But the Concordia parents have those wonderful bugle thing. What I forget the name of it.
What is it called?
It's flute. I don't know. This and other questions could be answered by tweeting at us at SLC Lacrosse.
Oh, great shot off the pipe. Oh.
Better recovery.
I actually have Coach Brent down there with the bugle. Right here.
Really?
Yeah. Camo hat.
That's former Concordia coach. We'll take a look at the replay here.
So we got Owen Springer, just right time, right place.
Yeah, exactly.
So Rinaldi hits one off the crossbar here, and 40 in the right spot.
Not much you can do about that. There's no defensive scheme for that. Luck happens, as they say. Luck happens. And Coach Foss was mentioning Ryan Brent. That's the former coach at Concordia. Ryan Brent's here with his wife and child. And Bugle. And he's a proud supporter of the program, so it's always good to see.
Great ground ball by Chapman. Number 2, Jack Phillips.
And you got to give Chapman credit. They are remaining patient so far in this game.
Yeah, no reason to panic yet. I mean,
No.
ton of time left, and really that last goal was just kind of unfortunate. Well, fortunate for Concordia, unfortunate for Chapman.
I understand what you're saying.
That's who you're talking to.
Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate to our right. It's fortunate to our left.
There you go.
The ocean breeze has picked up here on the campus of La Costa Canyon High School. It's a beautiful day.
There's Garner dodging.
Nice look.
Nice look inside.
Wow. He drew his own defender and 2 inside defenders' heads turned to him, and he just threw it right past him.
And that is what Dylan Garner can do. The reason he was the SLC Offensive Player of the Year this year and a returning first-team All-American from last year.
Yep.
Probably the most decorated player in the MCLA right now, I would think.
And we'll take a look at the replay here. You know what I like about our TVX video replays? They go back further, so you can see it all set up. And I appreciate that, Lewis.
So you got Garrett Stemler, number 6, lefty crease guy, scoring that goal.
Whose father
I know, Kurt
is an Aztec alum.
I gotta go talk to him at halftime, actually.
I gotta go talk to him at halftime.
Our alumni has been giving great support the last 2 years, so I really appreciate all of them.
So we'll see if Chapman presses the
nice
answer
looking
back.
side.
Oh, what a beautiful save.
Great save by Zach Rich, Chapman goalie.
And we will check in on that Twitter feed in just a second here at SLC Lacrosse if you're interested. Let us know where you're watching from. If you have a question for Coach Foss, don't ask me any questions because I don't have any answers.
Here's a little pass down, pick down.
But again, the 2 key guys watching the games come the Vazula.
Vazula,
Vazula is the
I was going to
horn.
say that, but I don't want to embarrass myself and get it wrong.
I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but thank you, Jack. Thank you, Dirk. Watching from home.
Good take by Rinaldi, nice save by Rich.
And I'll go on record saying I don't like the Vazula.
Concordia in their man-to-man ride. Ship the guy over here.
So again, tweet at Coach Foss and I at SLC Lacrosse. If you choose to, we're going to have a timeout here. That is a Chapman timeout. We're going to step away. We'll let Alex Siegel, our man on the sideline, listen in on the Chapman huddle. We'll come right back with more SLC tournament action presented by Harvest Small Business Finance.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable.
In 5, hold on. And we're back here, the SLC Division I Championship game presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. We're going to go right down to Alex Siegel, who is listening on the Chapman Huddle. Alex, what do you have for us?
Well, first of all, we have a penalty on Chapman, number 8, deep pocket. He'll be 1 minute in the box. So Chapman will now be man down. You'll see Concordia come out on man up. That's all I got for you. Back to you.
And that's enough. Chapman's going to start that. So between the quarter, referees do a standard equipment check, and they found a Chapman player, number 8, Wiley Bonham. His pocket was too deep, so that's a fixable foul, correctable foul, and it'll be 1 minute. So Concordia will start with the ball.
That's frustrating as a coach. You don't want to you don't want to have a mistake like that and cost your team.
There's no face-off. Chapman player penalized 1 minute out of the legal stick.
Concordia 2-3-1 here. I look to wheel Rinaldi out of the back here.
We'd like you to actually remove them from that area. We don't want to trust that netting with your child's help.
So it looks like Chapman's going to shut number 3 for Rinaldi and play 5-4. Tough as a defensive game plan, but great is the adjustment to throw out there. Teams aren't ready for it and take some time to figure it out. You can see right now it's working pretty well. Oh, nice look inside. Oh, great goal.
Capitalize.
Look at the 5-10er Jones. Tanner's a freshman out of Foothill High School, kind of fourth attackman, comes in as a crease player, man-up guy, a lot for them. Here's the replay right here. Great job by Tanner, just being composed inside. He could have caught and turned and let it go, but was able to kind of continue moving his feet and get a better shot and kind of set himself. Tough break for Chapman. With the penalty you don't want to see in a championship or any time in the season, but certainly in a championship game.
And he's got to serve that full minute, so he's still out. Just a short 8 seconds to go, but that is enough.
Roman Smith going forward. They're going to hold possession here. Hopefully they're going to hold possession.
They wound up.
Yeah, he was going.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
You hear Coach Cooper scream and hold it.
And Coach Cooper is hobbled over there. He hurt his foot playing what we like to call adult lacrosse. I don't know if he's too happy about that, but he's in a soft cast, or a walking boot, I should say. So we'll step away for a few seconds. We'll let Alex listen in on the Concordia huddle, and we'll be right back with more SLC Championship game action.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
And we're back. Coming to us from the sideline is going to be Alex Siegel with a report from Concordia bench. Alex?
Well, Concordia is going to be man up here for 10 more seconds. So you'll see them get a quick hitter here on the man up. After that, if they don't get it, they'll run it. They'll settle into their deuces. You'll see them dodge the alleys from up top and look to swing it to the backside. They're really happy with that first quarter. Momentum's definitely on their side. Back to you.
Thank you, Alex. And Coach, what do you think of that? As far as momentum swing, would you agree that with the Concordia assessment of having that in their favor right now?
Yeah, certainly. I think right now Chapman's kind of put himself in the foot a little bit. 2-man down goals in the first quarter, and I think right here getting a good settled, patient offensive possession out of Concordia. I think we're doing a lot of good here.
So we'll see what happens as we start this second period. 3-1 in favor of the green Concordia Eagles. An automatic qualifier on the line for the MCLA National Championship, and as we get some scores from around the country, up in the PNCLL, if I said it right, Oregon is see a goal. First look at the replay here coming from TVX Video.
This is something you see Concordia do a lot. It's just a little pass down, pick down, try to get a switch matchup for Rinaldi. Chapman tries to get through and just kind of gets caught up.
And you think the defender's on him, but he's not engaging his stick, so Rinaldi's going to shoot right through that.
The key to adjustment there for Chapman is going to either communicate early and really get that guy underneath it and be ready to rotate in the adjacent, or to just switch and deal with the short stick matchup.
Right.
It's got to be one or the other, though. Right there was neither.
So real quick, Oregon 6-1 is up over Simon Fraser, and then Cal Poly, as of a few minutes ago, was up 2-0, or excuse me, Cal was up 2-0 over Cal Poly. Excuse me, I got my Cal wrong. That's WCL action and PNCLL action.
Both those games are huge. I think, the only way either one of those 4 teams are getting in is through that automatic qualifier.
AQ, sure.
Those are big time games. Great take by Parker Core right there, number 25.
Wow. And that's Coach Allen and I on Friday were talking about these games are a lot of times decided by the other guys. And I'm not to say he's any lesser on anybody's roster, but a second line midi that you can get some production out of in this type of game is key.
Yep.
It's big time key. So that's a plus for Chapman right there. It brings the score to 4-2 in favor of Concordia as we're watching that replay.
And Parker Core, number 25, he's like their Swiss Army knife. He does pretty much everything for him.
Plays defense, yeah.
He was a second-team all-conference short-stick D-midi last year. He's a second-team all-conference offensive midi this year. Just kind of is everywhere and anywhere for them.
So as soon as I report the scores, it changes. So it's Cal 2-1 over Cal Poly at the end of the one.
Got a hold, so that's one. One on green.
Yep.
Dylan going early. He's going to get underneath the guy. Ooh, that's got to be.
Oh, from his keister, he puts it off the pipe. Yeah, I almost said the A word. But just the fact that he went completely flat, his defender fell over him, and he sat up and he got it off the pipe is amazing.
Surprised there was no flag there.
He slipped,
defenseless.
And his defender kind of slipped on top of him, so I could see not calling that, If the defender had come at him, with his hands out maybe with a body check, but they both just feet went right under, got tangled, and went down, so I'd have to give him that.
And that's something Concordia's going to have to watch out for because Dylan Gardner really likes to go in that early offense. He's a really athletic, physical kid. And,
right.
He'll look to go underneath there, and if you're not ready, you're either going to not get there or you're going to draw a flag with it. So you need to really be in a position to slide and support your defense.
Right.
So here's a pass on pick down. Good.
There you go. He got himself free again. And he's freeing himself up from 13 yards away.
So right there, you see Chapman tried to switch at that time, or did switch, and then some little miscommunication. They got back.
Right.
They tried to recover back to him. So
let's take a look at that again. See how well Concordia has spaced the field here. Playing these side-by-side two-man games. Right now they're working this right side of the cage.
They switch, he gets a jam on him, and then he just lets him go.
He's just such an accurate shooter.
Yeah. I mean, he's coming low to high and pulling that back to the inside high pipe. That takes some practice. Great job by Omid Farhadi out of Chapman, the long stick, freshman long stick midi, coming up with that ground ball.
I'd say when they needed it too.
Yep.
And by no means, sorry, Coach. By no means am I inferring that Chapman's out of the game. It's just the way Concordia plays. They play in runs.
Yep.
They've been playing in runs all year, and we saw it on Friday. We've seen it during the year, and that's what every team, I'm sure, is game planning against. Is you want to cut those runs at one, if not two. But you know they they excitable. They push the ball and they love the runs. Here's
Parker Cork on the top side again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if any team can handle that, though, it's Chapman. I mean, Chapman's been through everything.
Built for it. They're built for it. Yeah.
Really experienced team. Been in every championship possible. Up games, down games. So.
Right. It's all. I think it's a lot to do with their staff, the coaching staff. It's always even keeled.
To see Chapman's, I mean, they're dodging in pretty dangerous spots right here. Tough angle.
And by that, I think, Coach, what you're referring is that you're dodging in key spots. You're going to start getting quality shots.
Yeah, I don't know if by design, the Concordia defensemen, the short sticks are matching up just outside that girls' arc. You know, you're right about 10 yards there. So a place that's really hard to slide.
Right.
So they're almost kind of getting one-on-one looks if they're willing to pull the trigger quickly.
Something to look at later in the game as the guys start getting tired.
You see Concordia again matching up right at the hash marks.
Sure. Well inside.
So you got freshman George McGurk with the ball here. Coach Hartley runs a lot of mixed matches. They'll run some middies at attack and attack and middies and getting guys in different positions. 14 will run a little out of the box and a little at starting attack as well.
Footwork here is being matched equally on defense.
So now Dylan's got the short stick. Oh, great match.
Good switch
back. There's number 2, Jake Pence on him.
Oh,
great double.
Great slide.
It's Connor Reed with the double. A good ride by Chapman here. Good ground ball.
Just a good sequence back and forth.
Oh! Good cut by McGurk. Tough look by
I think everybody who's sitting here had that great angle, but collective sigh.
Inches from connecting.
Yeah.
You see Chapman drops in that kind of deep zone ride and get their short stick middies on.
Under the 10 count now.
Can we get close here? Oh, they're off. Concordia's off.
Yep, good call, Coach. Good call. See, this is when I can agree with your offsides yelling because you got the angle. You know, when you're on the field, you're just yelling offsides. You never.
I just yell in case maybe you guys mess up and give it to me.
Just yelling to be calling it. Yeah, they're clear on their offsides, Coach. It's one guy carrying the ball over. Let's see what Chapman does with this possession here.
So again, you see. Got the big guys coming on for Chapman. The second line middies, big Blakely, big strong righty dodger. McKeon with the dodge. Draws a slide. Got David Howard with the short stick matchup.
Nice split dodge.
Great take.
Woo-hoo. Sharp.
Good check.
I feel like Chapman's kind of. Oh yeah.
Got one. Yeah, got him right in the neck.
Is it the neck or the?
Yeah.
Oh my. Hopefully he's gonna be able to get up. Take a moment to collect himself. That's number 21, David Howard. Yeah. Shaking it off. Hopefully he's gonna be.
Yeah, he wants it.
Yeah.
See again, you see kind of where Concordia's matching up, and they're pretty shallow here. Chapman
really
can dodge and create their own offense right here. He'll be all alone here. Good backside look. Blake Lee with the take. Nice call.
Nice shot. Walk away, walk away, walk away. There you go. Walk away.
Blake Lee's a senior. He's a 200-pound plus midfielder, and you see he gets top side. He's pretty tough to stop there.
See the replay here, and we're going to have a penalty report coming up right after this. We'll listen to the penalty reporting while we're watching the replay here.
Nice goal.
2-4/1 minute. Green, 2-4/1 minute. Uneven face.
And there you have it. The goal is good. It's going to be a face-off, an uneven face-off, excuse me. Meaning Green will face off with an open wing.
Yep.
And that'll bring it to 5-3, excuse me. 3-5.
What do you think? You think 21 was trying to feed the crease there, or is he looking for that skip through?
I think he was looking for the skip. I think he really was. I mean, it was the way that the man went for the ball.
The way the crease got jumped, you're like,
oh, but that's why I think he was trying to throw it through, because he threw it so high. And he's like, what are you doing? Uh-oh. That's the third violation on Concordia this half. So that results in a 30-second penalty. Now Concordia will start here 2 men down with, I'd say, 2 men down for about 59 seconds. Or 58 seconds, probably 2 seconds went off the clock there. And we'll listen in here.
Green, 3-4. Illegal procedure. It's our third face-off violation, 30-second technical foul. Releasable.
So there you have it. You heard it from Mr. O'Mahony.
Was 34 taking the draw there, or was that just the in-home? It wasn't.
I believe it's the in-home.
Okay,
I think it was, yeah.
So let's see what Chapman does. A lot of times you have, you're 2 men down, man up wise, you just kind of run a set instead of a play. Let's see what they choose to do here. And they're in a 3-3. Looks like they're just going to freelance a little bit here. Big wide open lanes, so kind of want to just have guys in the right spots at the right time. Another wheel. I'll step in.
A little hesitant there, yeah.
Someone's got it. Go back to this side. Nice look.
Wow.
Oh, great look.
Wow. I think they lulled us asleep.
Yep.
I mean, that's the way I look at that. No knock anybody, but I was kind of like, ho hum, and then boom.
Great patience by the Chapman offense, man up group. I mean, there's probably a couple times I would have been yelling shoot.
And here's the full replay here, and going into a timeout by Concordia.
See, they just overload that one side. They pull pass back, like almost like a zone buster, and they bang it to that backside. And you got Stemler.
Yeah.
Stemler finds Garner on the backside. Great look, great finish.
I don't know if you ever want to leave Garner open, but it is man down, 2 men down.
2 men down, he gets you have to.
Yep, gonna have to. So a 5-4 ball game. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
I'm Greg Gorenlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. First thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough? Can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have to go buy a new head every few games, so this head basically encompasses all 3 of those. The Face-Off Academy put Command X's heads and their prototypes through the grinder. They lasted throughout the entire grind. They flexed exactly how we wanted them to. So not only were they pliable, not only were they durable, but they were also used in a lot of different facets. So it came out with a pretty good rating. The UA Command X. Dive under, take over.
And welcome back to the Division I Championship presented by Harvard Small Business Finance. We've got a sideline report from Alex Siegel, who is listening in on the Concordia huddle. Alex?
Well, Coach Cooper is obviously not happy with the amount of penalties. He's saying we're beating Chapman, but the only reason they're in this game is because we're beating ourselves. We're hurting ourselves with the penalties, the constant penalties. Now, he ended with a positive message. We're going to win this ground ball, we're going to win this face-off, and we're going to run some offense. He thinks they're scoring every time they get the ball in offense, so he's happy with their offense.
Well, the power of positive thinking, Alex, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
It didn't work, though, because Chapman won the face-off on the ground ball.
And there you go. Mr. Positive to my right over
I
here.
wish it worked that way. I wish it worked that way.
No, Captain Obvious. There's one more, yep.
Oh, nice look inside. Good handle by the pole.
What's that?
Good timeout.
Oh, timeout. Okay. I'm like, what is happening? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a good timeout there.
That's a Chapman timeout. We'll, again, take a break and come back with a report from the Chapman sideline.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
And welcome back to the Division I Championship presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. Matt Holman alongside head coach Jesse Foss of the Aztecs, San Diego State Aztecs, that is. Coach, 5:50 to go in the second period. Chapman just comes out of a timeout. Thoughts?
Yeah, man, like you said, it's if any team can kind of handle being down, it's Chapman. I mean, they were down, 5-2, and 2 quick goals on man up, and now they're back in a 1-goal game. You know, I think we expect this from both teams. Both are really talented teams, and game of runs. I think.
So we'll see if Chapman can at least tie it up here.
Here's Gardner getting topside. Nice check by Pence.
So far, and you know, I'm no prognosticator or anything like that, but this game has lived up to everything I thought it would be.
Absolutely. Great over the top look. Nice step down here.
He had me fooled.
Oh.
I actually thought he was going to that near side cutter. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's coming.
I think Coach Cooper, you know, I think at the timeout talked about, you know, man down killing him, but it's really been a factor for both teams. I think Concordia scored on 2-man ups and Chapman scored 2-man ups, so staying in the box will be, you know, benefit both teams at this point.
Yeah. Well, and at this level, you can't just give the team penalties.
Nice second save. Oh,
that's going to be a push. Yeah. No, he pushed him in the back. Defender came across.
Okay.
Oh, you can't throw that out. Oh, yikes. I understand the reason by that. You just ask the referee to move. You can't just throw the broken stick off. This is when I wonder out the fans that are yelling. It's a clear push. And I love to say this, that fans always think their team plays the perfect game.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And
they wouldn't be fans if they didn't.
Yeah, I really wish it would end.
Unless you're in New York. If you're like a Jets fan, you can hate your team and still root for them somehow. So
it's a good kick through right there on the ground ball. Oh, that's not good.
Well, that's not a small play. Great pick off by David Howard. So I think the Chapman ride I've come up with two in a row. They've gotten possession back of the ball, so.
I feel like he heard me say they don't like their eye, they drop back, and all of a sudden now they're just pressing everything and they're getting the possessions back. So they obviously saw something that, you know, that they saw in their filming and scouting, that we can pressure the Bulls and ride them.
I think off the initial turnover, I think you always want to put pressure on the ball and not just run away from it. And so I think that's kind of what's happening there.
The unsettled clear, the chase, as my high school coach used to say, chase!
Defense starts with the ride, right?
Yep. Players are slipping today, and that field is dry as can be. There's a shoulder in.
Great Wiley Bonham. Bonham with the rare righty shot.
It's kind of off speed, or he got checked maybe?
Yeah, that's why he's offhand. He's mostly plays the lefties.
We started something. Thank you, Virtual Varsity. If we only knew how to pronounce it, though. So the Beeson family, shout out to them watching from Denver. Go CUI Lax. Jimmy Barlupo commending the TVX Sports Video team for a bang-up job. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy's asking what the A word is.
So see that pass down, pick down again here. Ronaldo chooses to go underneath it. Good slide by was that Kip Blanchard right there. So Concordia hasn't had the ball much on offense this quarter. See what they do with it. A lot of cutters through there. Good Logan Perry, the top midfielder out for the Concordia Eagles. Good show by number 20. Ooh, good take.
Really was a good shot from 15. Logan Perry. Rinaldi off the end line comes around with that standard shot,
Rinaldi, he's so quick. He's a hard matchup for any individual defense.
Yeah. I'm going to say he must hit the weight room pretty hard, because he is I just walked by him during warm-ups, and you know, you read the paper, he's really slight, but he's got to be very strong, because he presses hard, and you don't see him just getting shoved around. And we talked about it on Friday night. We were talking about how we love lacrosse because it's a size advantage for everybody.
Yep.
You know, you're a taller guy. You had your advantage. You're quick, tall. Me, I guess I'm average height, or maybe a little above average, I like to think. But I was very quick. I played with guys that were like 5'2", lightning fast, you know, and defenders that are 6'5", and they couldn't cover it, you know. So I always have preached, I'm sure you do at the camps and clinics and stuff you do, it doesn't matter what size. That's a great take. It's a good legal push, push.
Good job by 41 Hank Bass and clearing the crease there. Got short time. Let's see if Concordia can get a shot. Got under 10.
He's out of timeout, so.
Woodard.
Forced the crease with a pole. Oh my gosh, he handled it.
Nice on side.
Wow. What a half. And the crowd gives him a standing ovation, a well-deserved ovation, for that first half of action. We're going to see if Alex can catch up with Chapman head coach Dallas Hartley. But we'll step away for 20 seconds, see if he can catch up with Dallas Hartley. And we're back, and as promised, we're going to go right down to Alex Eagle on the field with head coach Dallas Hartley. Alex?
Coach, a hard-fought first half. You're down 1, but you're dominating at the face-off X. Where else on the field do you feel like you have the upper hand right now?
Bit of a slow start. We had some chances early and didn't finish, so I feel like the last quarter we definitely won the quarter, and we have been playing better. So slow start, 5-4, just a couple posts for each team, and it's going to be a good game. We knew that.
What's the main adjustment here at halftime?
Keep attacking their shorties. We're doing a good job of getting past those guys, so we got to read if there's a slide or no slide, and just get the ball to the backside, shoot a little bit better. We've had some really good looks that we haven't buried. Probably tried to be a little too fine with it, so we'll just keep it the course. I thought we about the last 18 minutes we did really well. Unfortunate timeout that led to a deep pocket, but crap happens.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
And thank you, Alex. And Coach, before we take a break, your thoughts on Coach Hartley's comments?
Yeah, no, I think it's a good idea. I mean, we talked about the fact that the Concordia midfielders are a little sloughed in there, and they got to keep attacking their short six and really own those matchups. You have Parker Cord, number 25, number 21, David Howard, that can get good matchups there, and they just need to kind of expose those guys and take their shots. As well as I think Dylan Gardner, the offensive player of the year, I think you want to see him go a little more and really, take over the offense.
Right. So with that, we will give ourselves a little break here in the booth. We'll step away. It is halftime, 5-4 in favor of the Concordia Eagles. We'll be more back with more SLC Championship action.
As long as I can remember, lacrosse was probably the most important thing in my life.
To have something like that follow me along all the way through my college and have it associated with my friends and my family and everything that I've done is what it kind of means to me.
I've seen it create opportunity for a ton of different guys, and the opportunities it's created for me to see success and to learn.
It really teaches you hard work, dedication. It's something that I want to keep with me.
All right, guys, let's have a good time today. Possession!
When my priorities started to change and lacrosse couldn't be as big a part of my life as it had been, I found that officiating was a way for me to stay involved with the game, but it provided a lot of flexibility, me setting my own schedule, but I could still be around the game.
It's another step, and it's another segue to still staying involved and also having that balance, because it's hard having that work-life balance. And where officiating, I can do that on the weekend, I can do that after my work, and it's still giving me that, I guess, camaraderie as well. That's certainly what I miss.
I literally thought I was just going to be officiating for 1 year. That was my goal. Referee for 1 year and then get into coaching and stay involved in the game that way. Second I put on the stripes, fell in love with it. Absolutely loved every aspect of it. The demands, the challenges, trying to be the best out there every single game.
Officiating is something that has been a great outlet for me. Post-college and during college, I was able to make a little money on the side while getting to stay involved in the game in a different aspect than playing. And I think for girls our age or boys coming out of college, this is a perfect outlet to stay involved.
Officiating definitely translates to all aspects of my life. I've met great guys that I'm able to kind of emulate, and you gain a lot of information from those guys. And also the in-game stuff, problem solving, being confident, communicating through a kind of stressful time are all things that you can translate to your daily life.
Being able to say, okay, well, I can take the opportunities and the lessons that I've learned on the lacrosse field, and I'm not scared of anything, and I'm not afraid to voice my own opinions, and really kind of stand up for myself in a way that's non-confrontational but still very authoritative, I think is a huge advantage as an official.
I think officiating has taught me that there's things that are bigger than yourself, and The best part about officiating, when you feel like you've done a good job and other people have said you've done a good job, is you only get involved when you have to. You're there to officiate the game, you're there to enforce the rules, interpret the rules, and the less visible you are, the better.
You know, even if we're not instructing the players, what we do and say out on the field is helping those players to develop and become better.
You really get to keep that connection with the sport. You get to make connections with the players, with the coaches, and with the fans. It makes it a lot of fun being able to be in the game and still be a part of the game by being an official.
Thanks, buddy. Good job.
Being like one of these first few younger officials, I think that we can definitely start a trend, and I think if there's anything I can say, or maybe just one little thing that can help more people get involved, I feel like I can definitely make an impact that way.
You feel the intensity of the game, you're a part of the game, and that gives you a chance to still, even though you're not playing, be a part of something special. I think, you know, when you go through this and you start getting bigger playoff games and you're starting to do things, you're part of something.
So one of my favorite officiating moments was after a game and a parent approached us and just congratulated us on doing a great job and that they really appreciate our time. So that's always a positive thing when, regardless of win or lose, you have parents that can say, whether my child won or lost, we feel like you refereed a fair game.
Big games, the roar of the crowd, the anticipation, getting ready in the locker room, getting my things together at home, kind of thinking about what's going on. The feeling, there's a feeling there that I really enjoyed as a player, knowing a big game was coming. And officiating has done that for me again.
I think our players have such a love and passion for the game, and so once they graduate, for them to be able to move on and give back as an official, help to grow the game, help to influence young people, I think that's a wonderful thing for them to do as they go into their adult life.
As our sport grows, there is a lack of officials out there, and it just gives players at all levels more of an opportunity to play, and to play in an environment that is officiated by players that have played the game allows for those young players to play at their best.
The speed of our game has increased tremendously, and so I think it's really important that our officials hold themselves to that same level. And having younger officials come into the game, people who have played at that fast pace and can make decisions at that fast pace and be physically fit, will help our game continue to grow and continue to rise up.
The benefits really are just a deeper understanding of the sport, a whole nother side of it. For the most part, our student athletes are very smart individuals, and I think we all have a passion for learning, so you know, you get to learn something completely different and new.
Officiating is your way to stay involved. It is incredible experience. You're running up the field with the girls. You feel like you are still a player. You get to meet an incredible community of other officials who have a good time, are there for the same reason you are, and you feel like you're on a team again.
You got to get into this. This is a great way to get out, get active, to give back to the sport that's given so much to you. You get to make great money, you get to meet really nice people, and have a good time.
It's definitely a cool unit to be a part of, and it's something that you can do for the rest of your life.
And welcome back to the halftime of the Division I Championship for the Southwestern Lacrosse Conference. This and all games this weekend have been presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. Excuse me, trying to eat and talk at the same time. But let's go down to the field. Alex Siegel has found Coach Brian Cooper of the Concordia Eagles. Alex?
All right, Coach. Great first half. You're up 1 at halftime. What was the overall message at halftime?
I thought we were playing really, really good lacrosse for the first 20 minutes or so of that game, and then we, stupid penalties, started failing clears, let them back into it. They're a really, really good team, and if you give these teams like this second chances on the offensive side of the field, they're going to score goals.
So outside of the cleaning up the penalties, what was the adjustment, either offensively or defensively, or even at the faceoff? Actually, you took the illegal procedure.
Yeah, that's a completely unacceptable penalty to take, and we got to clean up the faceoff. I know it's been a strength for us this season for whatever reason, matchup wise. This guy's kind of getting us, but that's the theme of this half, is that we need to get out, make it a 3v3, and make it a tough ground ball.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, Alex. And there you have it. You hear from both coaches. Minor adjustments coming up. We're looking forward to a great second half. A quick update. Cal and Cal Poly. It's a lot of Cals. 2-2 at halftime. Oregon is up 8-4 over Simon Fraser at halftime, and that was as of about 4 or 5 minutes ago. So they're tracking right about where we are. And here we are at the opening phase of the second half here. Matt Holman alongside Jesse Foss to my right. The TVX.
We got Jack McKeon scoring away with a break here. Gonna find it. 1, 2, goal. There you go.
We couldn't have had a better angle for that shot.
Nope.
I mean, that thing just stuck in the corner. Accurate shooting, tie ball game, and here we go, folks. Hold on.
Great play by Jack McKeon coming to that ground ball and really not rushing that fast break. He let the guy slide, made the right look, and then Gardner found Howard down low.
Quick replay here before we go to the face-off. See if we can get this in.
Yeah, great ground ball. You see right here, he kind of holds it, draws one.
Do I dare say that was a fundamentally sound play?
That was.
You get your hand down on the ground ball, you run, your coach says drive, and then when you draw somebody, you dump, and that's what he did. So all even now. Face-offs.
So going defensive draw here. Halliburton really winning that face-off battle.
And you just stepped on your break there, but Alex Siegel had asked Coach Cooper about that face-off, and he referred to the violation, the 30-second violation, and Coach Cooper said very clearly that's unacceptable. So they're going to be obviously a little more emphasis on that face-off for Roman Smith, who's been dominant all year, but so is Alberta. So the game within the game continues.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, Roman Smith watching Friday's game was one of the key reasons to that win. I mean, he really, GCU ran a couple different options at him and really didn't have an answer for him at all.
Sure.
But yeah, it's tough, that kind of mind game with the face-off guys. Once you jumped a couple times and now you're worried about it and now you're a little slow to react because of it.
Oh, right in front. Oh.
Wow, that's a tough no call.
I thought he just shoved him out of the way.
He took like a baseball bat swing at him.
Oh, that's, his favorite in his midsection there. So hopefully he'll be all right.
Good ride.
Chapman continues to ride hard. Action right in front of it. Fans here are all appreciative of it. Like we said before, it's about a 50-50 mix here.
So I think there you see Concordia wants to get up and run, and so they're rushing to clear a little bit, and that time Chapman dropped in the deep ride and kind of they ran into a trap. They ran into a double team.
Kind of surprised him at all, yeah.
And Concordia needs to relax a little bit on those clears, take the full 30. Here you got Gardner going early offense. Got Blake Lee back on, second line midi. Had a nice goal early in that second quarter. He's coupled with Jack McKeon.
Strong too.
And Tyler Miller.
Chapman does a nice job of these little circle recuts.
Yep.
Right in that high crease area.
Nice double.
Well-timed double.
Great
right
double.
there.
That Hank Basson, the double, very well.
Oh, okay. Green ball.
Here's Cordy kind of pushing transition.
You can hear it. The wind has picked up. It's even kind of whipping through our booth here.
Yep.
or we should say ocean breeze, because that is coming right off the wonderful Pacific Ocean a few miles to our right. All tied up in this SLC Division I Championship, presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. As I mentioned earlier, Jesse, founding member of Harvest, Todd Massis, wanted to be here and was battling sickness or cold on Friday, so he skipped and thought he could get better for Sunday.
Nice call. What a save by Rich.
He's unable to attend for the awards presentation. Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
Oh, here we go. We got 3-on-3 right here. Gardner with the ball. Going to slide off and find back. Oh, nice shot.
So, you know, I missed that entire play because my referee eyes were still on number 4, who slowly made his way off the field. And the trail referee, to his credit, did the same thing, was watching that. Because you never want to just leave a player that just took a headshot. You know, your eyes go down the field and he falls down behind you.
Yeah, I was watching the ball the whole time.
Yeah, well, that's the coach in you. that's exactly why.
So, yeah, number 4, Jack McKeon, making a big-time play for his team.
Yep.
Took a shot to the head. Unlucky bounce from Cordy, and Gardner finished early offense.
He just caught it and ran, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so I missed that.
But
that's why there's 2 of us. Four eyes. We see it all. There's another one in the box now. It's a free ball. We'd like to see Concordia clear this now. Oh, what a nice play.
They're all sides. They didn't call it. Oof. Oh, maybe they did.
He got it.
Good call.
Look at that. The referee agreed with you, Coach.
Doesn't happen a lot. Bill Gardner had some serious ups there, though.
Yeah, he really did.
That last goal, though, Jack McKeon really just staying in front of his defenseman. He didn't duck, took the shot, and the team got a goal out of it. So it's a good team play. Anything that surprised you, jumped out of you from the first half?
No, I mean, the fact that it was almost an even ball game was exactly what I thought. I thought we'd be approaching double digits by now, but I'm kind of glad we're not. Rinaldi.
Both goalies have really been stepping up and making
really
saves.
We're talking about the offensive players. You're right. The goalies have been just.
You look at the quality shots both teams getting. This has been a double-digit game that the goalies just have kept
it
low.
Yeah, and it's very eerily similar without the weather to the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Never was really in hand for either team.
Yep.
And it was real just fun games.
Oh.
You see Roman Smith at the top of your screen. He's just not satisfied. Just getting some workout on his face-off move. It's kind of neat.
To Chapman in a 1-4-1. Got Garner and Bonham inside. You're probably looking to slide off them and pop them, if I had to guess. Good takeaway by Bass. Dirk comes back up with the ground ball. So pop them underneath him.
Wow. That's like a real quick step. I think he might have needed to be a couple of yards closer with the shot with that. If you're going to take one off the turf here, it really takes some speed off your shot. But
he had Garner on that pull pass, too, underneath.
That split is really nice.
Yeah, David Howard's an All-American out of San Clemente High School. Really, really talented player. There's that
throwback you were talking about.
Good no call.
Yep. Just playing lacrosse here. We're just playing a little lacrosse. At GCU men's Lax fan, I'd have to agree with you. This is definitely shaping up to be another great game. Appreciate the compliment as well.
Here's Brandon Mayo dodging out of the midfield. Brandon started the year at Tack. Was in Attackman last year. Was a second-team All-American in Division II. He's been hampered by injuries. He's a 60-point scorer last year, and he's only put about half those numbers up this year.
So he was injured? Is that your?
I'm going to guess. I mean, like I said, I think he's a junior. He's had 2 60-plus points years, and they haven't run him out of the box a little bit and Woodard down in Attack. So
yeah, I spoke with Kyle Morrison, the defensive coordinator for Chapman, and just kind of picking his brain before the game, and he mentioned just that fact of Mayo being moved around and coming in off the bench, with the second line mates, first line mates, just kind of moving all over.
Yeah, Brandon Mayo is probably one of the best pure shooters, I think, in the MCLA. He's got a really, really nice, quick release. Likes to pull the ball hard, overhand, and can mix up his angles and mix up his spots he shoots it. Great takeaway by Cade Christensen from Concordia. Strip McGurk at X. Uh-oh, you got a turnover in the middle. You got Garner with the ball. You can take a shot here, settle. You can look for trailers. Nice over the top look. Great goal. Concordia just rushing the clear a little bit too much. Turned one over, and Garner made a senior play right there. Going to go to the replay right here. So you got Christensen throwing in middle to Logan Perry. Just goes a little short. Garner comes up with the ball. Looks like he wants to go early there and settles. Realizes he did a good shot, and great over the top look for number 20. Just hard shot to save for a goaltender. Got a pole coming down the middle of the field. Right at the 6-minute mark in the third quarter, you got Chapman up 7-5. The difference this quarter has probably been just the early offense and Chapman ride so far in this quarter. Led to a couple nice goals. Concordia's got the ball here. Need a good possession. Oh. Just a little too rushed. Chapman's in their deep ride here.
Sorry, Jesse, I am back.
Oh, good. I try to
tending to a lost and found item.
Try to keep it going here.
That happens when you work with me. I just leave. You got to be the public address announcer and live stream call.
Not the greatest take right there.
No, and he got all kinds of traffic
right
here.
there.
It is a hold. Yep. If I was capable and had the equipment, I would love to make a mixtape of fan noise.
Oh, you got Chapman offsides.
That's a hustle play. It happens. It's a hustle play. I mean, they're scrapping at the line. Can't fault them for that.
The success they've had in the ride, you got to take chances like that.
Yeah, you got to keep doing it. Yeah, and they just trapped them before when they were coming right here. So
when you were away, they scored another goal off the ride.
Off the ride, yeah. Yeah, I think a fan mixtape is in order. Just all the things that are said that are just so incorrect.
Just don't make a coach's mixtape from my sideline.
Oh, that's my coach's book. The Things Coaches Say, Volume 1, about 900 pages.
I'm just trying to throw it out and see what sticks.
Coachisms. Nice cut.
Good look.
Yeah, offsides.
The thing I see so far this half has really been Concordia really just relying on number 3, Rinaldi, dominating the offense and No, they got some really good guys and some good balance with Perry and Mayo and Goodall and Woodard and Springett. So you'd like to see them mix it up a little bit and not just be so dominant on one guy.
And that'll hurt you because your guys, their legs stop. You know, your eyes lock in and your lower body stops moving, and their offense is predicated on everybody moving. All 6 guys moving.
Yeah, they've had a really good balanced offense. Right now, they're just relying on one guy.
So at the end of the third quarter, up north in the WCLL, Cal is up 5-4 over Cal Poly.
It's a great overhand bouncer by Springett and a nice save by Rich to get all the way up top to that.
Chapman is still man down. They recovered well out of that loose ball. Frickus. And they are now all even.
Chapman kills it. Concordia got a quality shot out of that, and the goalie just made a nice save.
Back to your point, goalie play. That's why they single digits still.
Yeah, I think if you ask Coach Harley too, he'll kind of talk about, Rich last year was a backup that ended up earning the starting spot, and it was really a difference maker for them making that title run or championship run, excuse me.
Right.
And then even this year being undefeated in the regular season, being a big part of that.
Sure.
Rich is, I think, a junior out of Bergen Catholic High School, which is a really good program in New Jersey, New Jersey, mister. Come on now, I'm a Jersey guy. My bad.
Yeah, northern New Jersey, just over the GW Bridge, Bergen County. Know it well.
Yep, they actually came out here a couple years ago, my last year here at LCC, and we played them.
All right. The coach you're referring to, he was the high school coach here before he moved to San Diego State. Nice tuck.
Nice protection, nice look inside. Wow.
Ping, ping, pong right there.
I think right there you just see the balance of the offense a little more. We'll go to replay here. This is, instead of Rinaldi just isolating.
The other guys move.
We got Jacob Aho right here dodging. Right, he draws a slide. He bang it down to Rinaldi. Right, you got kind of everyone spinning a little bit, and then he find Woodard inside. So a little more team offense. Right, we got a dodge and then a pass shot. So
great interior passing.
Just got a new face-up guy out here. You got Ethan Espirito taking some draws and winning one here. Good check by Farardi.
So under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Ooh, that could have been interference in any other game but this one.
Yep.
And I do mean that positively because they're letting them play. Up in the Pacific Northwest, Oregon now 10-7. 3 minutes to go.
Wow, what a goal.
If I turn my head one more time, there's going to be another goal. Take a look at the replay.
It's Rinaldi just creating on his own, creating a shot where there wasn't one really, and putting this. It almost seemed like he's behind GLE right here. Let's see. Dodging on Souza. Cross him up, and I mean,
about 1 yard, maybe a half.
There's probably just enough space to fit that ball in there, and that was it. Tied back up at 7s and 1:30 left in the third quarter.
So it continues to be some exciting action here.
Chapman comes up the face-off, goes defensive with it.
Again, no hurry on the clear, which is smart.
No, Chapman's experience, they're going to take their full 30 seconds. They know they can score and settle offense, and they're not going to really look to push in transition there. Not off the dead ball. Or off the defensive draw, excuse me.
So for those of you wondering how it all works, every MCLA conference has an automatic qualifier, or what we call the AQ. So they will advance to the national tournament at their Division I, Division II level. And then the seeding committee, which is completely separate from the polling committee that Coach Allen was talking about on Friday. The seeding committee, they've been on conference calls the last 4 or 5 weeks, will meet, I believe it's, nice shot.
Take by Dr. Keon.
First one will be Division II, and their call, I think, is at about 4 or 5 o'clock Pacific time. And then the Division I will happen around, so it's 4 o'clock, so 6 o'clock Pacific time. So by 6:30 Pacific, 7:30 Pacific, so forth, we'll get the full field of that.
So time here. Got Hank Bass pushing the break. He's stepping for a shot. Ooh. Under 2. Chapman's going to have to look away here. Make sure they check down inside.
It's enough to bat one in.
Certainly is.
And the new rule now, it's just got to be out of your stick, similar to basketball. Out of your hands, but out of your stick, and it can count. The ball's allowed to continue.
Yep, so there we go.
Or you just throw it to the bench. So, with that, we got 3 in the bag. We got a 7-7 ball game. Are we headed to our second overtime of the day? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. We'll be right back with more championship action.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
And we're back. We're going to go immediately down to the sideline. Alex Siegel, what do you have for us?
Well, I had the time to get into both huddles here, and it's interesting enough, they're both saying the same thing. This game will be decided on how each team plays the pick game. Both offenses are generated from picks on GLE, getting their attackman top side, and both defensive huddles were talking about how to get through screens, how to communicate screens better, and then offensively, how to space the field so they can appropriately use those picks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alex. And Coach, that's it is similar. It's a 2-man game all over this field, so we're going to see how this plays out as Chapman wins the opening face. Gardner with a tuck, double tuck.
Yikes, that was amazing.
That was the other S word.
Yep.
Shikes.
The shikes. Yeah, I mean, I think the pick game and how to play it, Chapman runs that open set, and they try to find those matchups with Garner and Wiley, but Wiley Bonham. But, I mean, I think for Chapman, it's, Garner really needs to kind of get a little more involved here. It's great that, McGurk's been dodging, and it's great that Bonham has been dodging, but there's a reason he's the Offensive Player of the Year and a multiple-time All-American, first-team All-American. He's got to step up here and start dodging and creating, and I think for Concordia, it's just, can they get other guys involved besides Rinaldi?
Right.
I think it's like, so.
One guy you want to assert himself, the other guy you'd like to throttle back slightly and make sure your other teammates are still doing what they're supposed to do. So here we go, 14 left in this one.
Not that I wouldn't want to see Rinaldi with the ball, just off a pass, I think he's uncoverable off ball movement,
Mm-hmm.
And now you get a lot of guys dodging for Chapman that's not number 7, so let's see if he goes right here. He's got a short stick matchup now. I hold it, let everyone set up, give him some space. They're going to float here, right? They're going to kind of run a little diamond zone off that wing. You see Pence is already set up to slide. Parker Core is probably going to wheel out whichever way he doesn't go.
wow.
So that was number 8, Wiley Bonham. A great low to high release.
That was a great shot and a beautiful camel angle he had. Woo.
Like I said, that starts with Garner really getting the ball, isolating. Everyone starts staring at him. They set up to almost float slide to him. And
take a look at that replay.
You bang it once, you bang it twice. And
Garner, rightfully so, is going to draw a lot of attention, as you're saying. Just get the backside. And I think, wasn't that Coach Hartley going into half? Going into half that mentioned getting the ball at the backside and moving around. So
yeah, I mean that
there you have it.
Number 8, Wiley Bonham. That's where he really thrives. I mean, he was last year. He was a starting man up guy for Loyola College Division I. Ooh,
wow!
Smith the shot
threw me off. I thought he was going low corner.
Bonham's just he's a great shooter. He can bring it from different angles, changes planes.
You got to push. Yep, good push. Coach Hartley came down to the 20-yard line to contest that call. I think it was the right call. It was a push. I saw it as well. I'm not going to say it was plain as day because obviously Coach Hartley didn't see it that way, but it was pretty plain as day. By no means are we picking on our fellow SLC coaches.
Like I said, sometimes we just argue calls to see what you guys will bite on.
Yeah, you keep them honest a little bit.
Pass down, pick down from an
Oh, nice move.
Good take. And Chapman just needs to be there a little earlier. They really need to support him.
Great hustle out there by both players. Yeah, and he's hurt. You're going to need it. He's injured. That's going to be an injury timeout. He dove and landed right on his knees, took all the weight on his knees. Yeah. And I'm venturing to guess the edge of this turf is not very soft.
No.
It's probably some type of layer of cement right around that edge there. So we'll step away real quick. We'll be right back with more SLC Championship action.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. These gloves are the Command Pro 2s. I really like them. They're extremely comfortable when you put them on. They almost feel like you don't have anything on. I really love the low profile cuff that we have here and kind of the floating one they have for some extra protection. Great flexibility and breathability at the top of the glove. And then the palms, it's just so smooth once you put it on the stick.
And we're back, and that young man that got hurt, that dove for the ball, is getting helped over to his athletic trainer. So hopefully he's all right, and we'll send Alex over there to give us a report.
It's impressive to see Coach Cooper with the ankle brace, with the boot, to go over there and help Jackson up and carry him over. It's a good coach.
Yeah, well, you lead by example, and sure enough, 2 of his players sprinted over right there to take the shoulder. So hopefully he'll be back in the game and be all right, because they're going to be playing next week, I'm sure. Or a week and a half, or whatever it is. Wow, nice shot.
Logan Perry with the high-to-high shot there.
Just some good lacrosse being played here, Coach. Just some really good lacrosse. I mean, it's hard to commentate on these because you're just having fun watching, you know.
Nice save by Rich. Rinaldi came topside lefty there. Impressed with the progress in Rinaldi's game. I think last year coming in, he was more, he'd always kind of get back to his right, and now he's really balanced. I think he had a question mark goal left to right the other day against Grant County, a lefty goal as well. So really kind of keeping his defenseman honest, and they can't just sit on his right hand anymore and become a little more dynamic of a
all-season
threat.
work. If you're not improving, you're going backwards, folks. I used to say that the kids when I was actively coaching that every year I learned something. They said, no, you've been doing this 40-plus years. I'm like, as a player, Coach Rapp, if you're not learning something every year, you're not doing something right.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you're relearning things you already knew, but there's a nuance, you know. And as coaches, we always say there's no coach that has something new. It's just tweaking everything that you learn. Outside.
Yeah, you recycle your stuff, and you know, some stuff works for a little while, and you work back to it. And not only the X's and O's, but just even the way you handle your philosophies of players and
and that's what it is. It's players. It's personnel based, you know. Run and gun coach. I love a run and gun on all those players. Here we go.
Here he goes. Nice. Oh, off the nail.
Did that get tipped, you think?
No.
Just a kind of a dead pass. Wow.
Connor Reed was right. Very unselfish play, but
6-7 yards.
Sometimes you don't want to be unselfish.
Sometimes it's all right to be selfish, is what you're saying in this team sport.
Absolutely, especially when you're 5 yards from the crease.
In the championship game, and you dreamed about scoring a fast break goal.
But again, you get a long stick and he passes to their all-American lefty attackman.
That's the discipline level of these teams that have, and you know, Concordia is a championship team.
Absolutely.
They won the Division II championship. They're here in the Division I championship the very next year of the conference. They won the Division II championship nationally, and they're going to be going to Salt Lake City as some type of seed, either with the AQ or, gotta imagine, with an at-large. So either way, it's going to be an interesting week, May 7th through 12th up in Salt Lake City. The MCLA National Championship presented by Under Armour.
Yeah, I think the AQ would certainly benefit Concordia, you know, as an at-large. I think their seed might be a little weird. It's certainly a bad matchup for anyone. I'm sure we could at-large be a little. Nice look inside.
Yeah, I think last year it bared itself out, but this year especially, and I was just talking to a couple of people that are on that seating committee, just picking their brain. I don't by any means know who's doing what. It's a timeout by Concordia. Oh, offsides. Offsides by Concordia. That's a rough one. But they were talking about the seeds from like 7 through 13 are going to be brutal.
Yeah,
And I just can't wait to hear that field announced later tonight, because it's just exciting being up there and seeing those Monday, Tuesday battles.
Yeah, I mean, I would think either way, at-large or automatic qualifier, I think Chapman's would be a high seed. I think Concordia, you know, maybe based on strength of schedule, the regular season, maybe a little lower seed if they're at-large.
Or if they get the at-large, yeah, I agree with that.
But again, not a team that I would want to face. I did that. It didn't work out well.
You're going to be turning around and scooping a lot. Turn and scoop. Turn and scoop. And the benefit for them, you know, is a lot of these guys were on that championship team. They know how to act that national tournament week.
Oh,
and that's a huge thing because it's a real drain.
Got Blake Lee coming top. Ooh, nice take.
It can be a real drain on you physically. You got a game Monday, you win that game Tuesday night, win that Wednesday off, Thursday game, Friday off, Saturday game. So
yeah, both these teams have that experience on that kind of format and how to handle it.
They got their routines. They know the type of hotel. They know, you know.
Here's Blake Lee going down hard down the alley.
He's really pressing the
middle
issue here.
He's getting it. Oh, nice
save.
save.
The jump side, he gets it back. He shoots again.
Oh,
and another rebound. Oh my gosh. I hope that goalie's all right. He bent over. Yeah, he just came down. Okay. I thought his leg was underneath him when he came back. Just an amazing sequence. And I got to say, I don't think you can do much as a goalie. It's pipe.
No, I mean, he made the initial save.
Or initial save pipe, is that what it was?
I think initial save, the second one I think went just off. And then they picked it up. And
we'll take a look. I know Lewis took us all the way back to that sequence. It's about 20 seconds of footage here. But that was incredible.
Blake Lee coming down hard down the alley, rolls back to a strong hand. Gets in the middle. Great save.
That's the save.
Oh, that's
the save, yeah.
I mean,
that pipe came right back to him.
Yeah.
Like under his defender.
What was that? Tyler Schweikert in the goal. Great name.
Tyler Schweikert, Schweikert, sorry.
So we got Chapman up 9-7 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I'd expect Chapman to get a good long possession here, take their time to sub guys on, and really value a good look here.
So, quick report from Alex down on the sideline on number 1 there. Jackson Woodward, who had hustled for that ground ball on the Concordia offensive side of the ball. They're just checking his knee. Looks like a bad bruise. He's putting some weight on it, and he's hoping to return.
No numbers here. Great ground ball by Hank Bass, and got the goalie early. Goalie found Connor Reed in the middle of the field for clear. A sloppy turnover by Chapman, 2-goal lead, and just kind of an unforced turnover. Yeah, hopefully Woodard will be okay and he'll get back in there. I mean, you know, big year for a freshman, 46 points, 41 assists on the year. Definitely an initiator for them. Here's Logan Perry, number 7, with the dodge. The roll back. Oh, we got Mayo coming underneath. Oh, nice save by Rich.
Got the push call.
Yeah, that's the right call. Great job by Mayo coming underneath, though. And great job by Rich, matching sticks, staying on, holding on that pipe. So they got Mayo running the attack in place of Woodard. You got Andrew Bloom, number 11, filling into that first line midi spot. Good take, nice save.
That was actually a really sneaky shot.
Yeah.
You know, right off the shoulder.
Jacob Aho, number 17, the lefty shot. Is that Zach Rich with that off-stick hip shot save?
So we'll see if Chapman, they're cycling through to get their offense on.
So if I'm them, I'm taking a long time to sub this out, get some guys on. Be very deliberate with this possession.
Right here, we've never had more than a 2-goal spread here.
Not
so
since the first.
Is it 3?
First quarter was 5-2.
5-2, yeah, and then they came right back and
Yep.
made it 5-3. Okay, yep.
This is the first 2-goal lead, I think, for Chapman.
Shoulder to shoulder, man to man.
Blakely likes to dodge. He likes to be physical.
He's a toucher. Likes to let you know where he's at.
It's only acceptable to say when you're announcing lacrosse games.
I mean, come on. Sunday.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Bryce Chapman's so quick to get a shot off here.
He's lost his footing. Concordia faithful are getting a little impatient
Got backside
here.
right now. Okay,
That's
go to
why
him.
they're not on the field. I think I'm gonna hire TVX Video to do my fan clip.
There you go. We got the stall
Mosh
call.
up. All right, back to the game. Sorry, Jess.
Nope. So we got a stall call. Right about the 4-minute mark. Maybe get a shot off. Here's Gardner going on the short stick. His top side and scores.
And you know, I've actually asked Coach Hartley last year about this. I think I asked Coach Rampkin about this in the past too on these broadcasts. That stall call when you're on offense, or I've asked them about how do you feel about that on defense sometimes. Both coaches actually said they'd rather not have it sometimes, because it just creates that instant offense that you don't want, you know.
Yep. Well, you force a team that might not want to go, you know.
And then, you know, and I'm not saying that's why they scored, because Dylan Gardner, he's going to, give you a pretty high percentage of scoring. But it's funny, I never really thought about it that way until last year when the coaches were talking about that. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, this circumstance, I think, especially with being down 4 minutes, you kind of need Chapman to take some shots to be able to get an opportunity to get the ball back. And
that's the person you want to see shoot. We all, you want to see your leader lead.
Yeah, so far this fourth quarter, he had that hockey assist and then a goal right there.
Right.
Kind of doing what he's supposed to do. Nice look inside. Ooh,
that could be
good timeout.
Wow, that's a bailout because I think we were headed for a flag there. Before we take a break, just a couple of shout-outs, and I'll thank Channing Lindsay just confirming what we were talking about. Jonah Rinaldi is rock solid. You see him in the gym. It's hard to push around. And we're going to have some fun here. Jimmy Barlupo asking if a hot dog is a sandwich. I'm going to answer that question because I'm from the East Coast, and I'm going to say yes, it is a sandwich.
I'm going to say it's not because it's just one single slice of bread.
And we're going to get an impartial vote from our timekeeper, Travis. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, because it's one piece of bread. Thank you.
You know what? He doesn't count, folks. He's from New Hampshire. It does not count. It's not a lobster. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with more SLC Division I Championship action brought to you by Harvest Small Business Finance. All right, Alex, let's hear what Alex has to say from the sideline. Alex?
Well, fortunately, I got to go into both huddles there. On Concordia, they're setting up for a pick play, pick on the ball, of course. However, Chapman's coming out into zone, so you'll see Concordia have to deviate from their initial plan. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alex, and we could see Coach Cooper kind of give the crap.
Ooh, Chapman got turnover.
Notice that.
Oh, what a play.
What a play, if we can get it. Oh! Goalie's still down there scrapping, too. And here, it pops out.
And came back.
Is he out of bounds?
Yep,
he's out of bounds. You can't see it from here, folks, but there's a line. There's a faint line through the logo. Oh, that could be delay of game, and it is going to be a delay of game when Ronaldo coming up.
Oh, it's a bad time for that penalty.
Yeah, and I think the only reason he got it is because he threw that one-handed check at him when he's standing right next to him. If he had kind of been backing out, he probably would have not gotten the call, is my guess. I'm not going to speculate, but that's definitely a delay of game. He cannot be within 5 of the restart. He stood there, and he didn't back out, and he tried to play him.
Great job by Hartley calling running the zone out of timeout, and it's always throws a little wrench in it for offensive teams that are coming out of timeout with the game plan.
And here's the lacrosse IQ of Dylan Gardner, knowing it's a flag down situation. Why not just run behind?
Yep.
You know, just kill some time. You got one in the bag coming up. I was right. A hot dog is a sandwich. I love it when teachers watch games. Or do we call you Professor Binkley? But I do love it. Thank you, Dirk. So now the stall warning, which is fine. You got the that's okay. You're not going to lose possession. And they took, I think, about 48 seconds off.
Delay game, 30 seconds.
Yeah,
shot clock
3 green. All right, there you go. So just so everybody's clear, the shot clock went on before during that flag down situation. Now that it's the penalty is now assessed, the shot clock is off. So 2 minutes even to go. 2 minutes.
Chapman just showing up in an open set right here, just willing to just move the ball around the outside. Not much Concordia can do right here. Try to rotate and make a play on it, but pretty tough to do when your man down.
Oh. I didn't hear.
Don't know what that call was.
Well, it's a legal procedure, and now you got another
good look inside, number 5.
Delay game on Chapman coming. Oh, nice flip.
Nice through look. Oh, nice pick off.
Better pick off. So the first one was a legal procedure, and this flag is delay game. So we'll listen in now just to confirm.
Table, white, 2, 1, delay game, 30 seconds.
What's the legal procedure?
2, 1, delay, 30 seconds.
I'm going to call down Alex, and we're going to try to find out. So, Coach, the legal procedure, the table is telling me that Coach Hartley requested a timeout when his player was out of the box. He's above that restraining line, so it was clearly loss of possession.
Yep.
That's kind of critical, but I think Chapman.
No, Chapman looks like they're going to kill it here.
Yeah.
Ball right now. McGurk with the bar.
Oh, he tried to get it to Gardner, who's cutting back door.
Bruce with the ball.
Oh, Gardner just twisted his ankle.
Ooh.
He just twisted his ankle. Timeout Chapman. Gardner was pulling up. Did you see that? He just kind of rolled it. And you can tell because he's walking it off to the bench. So hopefully that's not a factor the rest of this way and moving forward. It looks like one of those little tweaks you get, though, you know, when you just kind of slowing down. So we'll step away. We're going to catch our breath this last 33.9 seconds of the ball game. This is the SLC Division I Championship presented by Harvest Small Business Finance. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. 33 seconds to go. Concordia on the clear. They're down by 3, so they're going to have to press quickly. And by quickly, I do mean quickly.
Yeah, Logan Perry's on the ball. He's going to clear it over here.
I'd like to see him get a shot within the next 5 seconds here. Oh, and Chapman's just better defense right now. And he can just run this out, and I think that might just do it, folks. So talk about an exciting game, exciting weekend, and that's going to count. That's going to count. That's going to count. Let's see, they're going to talk about it. Yep, referee is sure of himself. He's crediting that goal, so that goal counts. It's a 10-8 ball game. 10-8 ball game. That is the end of it. So the goal does count. We congratulate Chapman on the victory. We congratulate Concordia on the fine season. Coach Foss, I'll let you take us in the break. I'm going to run down and try to do my duties.
Yeah, great job by both teams. Chapman obviously coming away in that second half and winning this game, and Coach Cooper and Concordia doing a great job all game. Both teams have had incredible regular seasons, and neither team is done. Both teams will be in the MCLAs, just a matter of where they all get seated.
So folks, if you stay put, we'll have the candidates come over. That goal does count. We were told by the table that the goal did count, was released. And that is 8 for Concordia. How about a round of applause for both teams? I'm sure to show you the trips to Salt Lake City, folks. The trips to Salt Lake City. That's both sides, green and red. Green and red. So it's a matter of seeding. We'll find out what seed it really is. We'll let the coach know tonight. So stay tuned.
Or maybe this way, so it's not might be fun. Like that's good.
It's that last goal. You had Rinaldi feeding Goodell just on a nice little cut and time look. And I know the Concordia team's a little frustrated with the end of the game, but they should keep their heads high. They played a great game. Again, I would expect Concordia to do some big things in the MCLAs the next week. Best of luck to both Coach Cooper and his team and Coach Harley and his team as they move on. Great job. Thank you to the refs. Did a great job today. I think in both games, that's the D2 and the D1 games, keeping the games clean and allowing the kids to play a little bit and letting some stuff go to keep the game in a steady flow. SLC Division I 2018 champions, Chapman University.
I was like, hey, where's the trophy?
Coming out to accept their trophies and awards. You look at both teams. I mean, I think Chapman really MVPs of the game offensively with being Dylan Gardner, number 7. And then I would say Parker Halliburton as a face-off guy, just really dominating there. For Cooper's Concordia team and what they were able to do. And also Jonah Rinaldi, number 3, and their goalie as well, keeping them in and make some big-time saves throughout the game.
XL's on your left. XL's on your left. Remember last time we broke this stick off the trophy? Guys, come around. Hey. Get it out. I don't want it out. Short guys to the front, tall guys to the back. I want to self-identify here, fellas. Self-identify.
So we're going to head down to Matt Holman with the Chapman Panthers.
All right, I'm down here with the Chapman Panthers who just won. I did need that trophy. Thank you, Daisy. And Coach Harley, if you come on over. You guys. Coach, we've done this before. Quick congratulations. Thoughts on the game?
Concordia is a great team. We battled the whole way through. It was a tough game, 10-8. Really proud of these guys. They've worked their tails off all year, and there's just more to come. Excited for nationals.
Yeah, well, the AQ goes to the winner. Let's go! Alex.
We're going to go a quick break and then come back with Alex Eagle with the offensive defensive MVPs for Chapman.
Look up this way.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
We're going to head back down with Alex Siegel, who is with the Chapman Panthers players of the game. You have number 9, Parker Halliburton, number 26, Kip Blanchard, number 7, Dylan Gardner. Over to you, Alex.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get first team.
I'm on? Oh. Hey, guys. I'm on. So, SLC champions, right? How does it feel?
I mean, it feels amazing. It's just I feel special that I get to spend it with these seniors right here. I couldn't ask for much more, and yeah, it's proud of me.
All right, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
I'll take Kip. Kip, starting defenseman, captain. It's been an undefeated season heading into finals, heading into the MCLA Championships here. What similarities to the 2016 undefeated team do you have this year?
I'd probably say chemistry is the main thing. Everyone on this team loves each other. Everyone on that 2016 team loved each other. We were playing for each other. When one side of the ball needed the other side to get picked up, it happened, and vice versa. I mean, you saw it today. Defense went down early. Offense stepped it up, and then defense stepped it up later on.
All right, thank you, Kip. All right, Dylan, I don't know if you know this, but you are now the leading point scorer in a career at Chapman University. Amazing feat, but that really tells us about your whole offensive production, meaning you've had great offensive players with you all year and all career. What offensively was working with you guys today?
Offensively today, we just moved the ball to the backside. Sharing the ball is one thing that we need to keep doing more of. That's kind of our biggest thing, is moving the ball to the backside, getting everybody involved, because I mean it's the team offense out there and everybody's getting looks, and so we just got to capitalize on that.
All right, and just good luck in the MCLA.
It's great seeing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys everyone for joining us. Thank you for our sponsors, Harvest Small Business Finance, and thank you TVX Sports Crew Video for the entire 2018 season, and they're filming the great job as a production company. Good luck to all the teams and coaches as they move on into the MCLAs. Thanks.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think